you know what? How can you look at this picture without completely breaking out into a smile? Because this is our 2018 Food Award winner, Best Grilling Food. And every time Jimmy Stovall is here, I want to do the dance. Because, hi, Jimmy Stovall.
How are you?
Nice
Good
to
to
see
be
you.
here.
He brings us Corky's ribs all the way from Memphis, the barbecue capital of the world.
That's right.
Corky's has been making ribs and competition style for a long time. And you bring us the goods here and things that you cannot get anywhere else. What are you cutting into?
This is the baby back.
Details.
So the baby backs we only do here at QVC. It's the finest rib out there. And the reason the baby back's the filet mignon of ribs, like I call it, is because you have smaller bones, you have less fat, and when you have smaller bones and less fat, you've got more meat. And these right here, I want you to see this. Look at this.
Oh.
This is all meat. Look at this, off of one single baby back bone. Clean as a whistle right here.
Off the bone. 3 things you need to know. Baby back ribs that you don't even make for the restaurant.
Right.
And sizes, the 1 pound size that we love
Everyone's
here.
favorite, yep.
And also in 2 flavors. So as in seasonings. Let me get that right. So you can usually either choose the 4 1 pound competition style, or you can choose the 8 pound competition style. I say get the 8 pound competition style because you're going to save $46.50. The other thing about that is in the 8 pound competition style, you can get either all of the sweet and smoky or all bourbon, or in that 8 pound, you can get 4 pounds of each. And you also need to know whether or not you want them now or April 8th. So that's the deal. You've got it at $72.50 to $98.50, 5 easy payments that go away at the end of the day. So come on in and feast your eyes on what makes Corky special, because this says baby back competition style.
Yeah, let's talk about this competition style. So right here, the best of the best. Barbecue is all about the rubs right now. So this is the sweet and smoky rub or that bourbon rub. And we rub the ribs down before we cook them. We let it sink in. The moisture, tenderness comes out. Then we slow smoke it for 6 to 7 hours. So it falls off the bone. It's tender. It's melt in your mouth. And then we sauce it with either that bourbon sauce or that sweet and smoky sauce. If you're trying to decide between the two, if you like a little bit more of a sweeter honey sauce that's smooth, go with that sweet and smoky. If you like more of a bold or molasses texture, color, flavor, go with that bourbon. But look at this right here. Then not only have we slow smoked it and sauced it, we cut it into 1 pound portions, which is everybody here, it's their favorite size because it's a meal size, it's a plate size, you know, it's a perfect. So if you do that 8, you've got 8 rib dinners.
Yeah.
Look at that.
8 rib dinners.
You're not shy, that's what I like about it.
I'm not shy. 8 rib dinners, I love it because ribs, it's like finger licking food.
It is.
It is music on the stereo that you love.
That's right.
It's corn on the cob, it's coleslaw, it's beans, however you love them, a little bit of rice, a little salad. It's friends, it's family, it's celebration. And this is free shipping and handling, of course. Stock up and save. Get the 8 pound, because then you can get 4 pounds of the bourbon and then 4 pounds of the sweet and smoky. And this is the best grilling food. How come it's the best grilling food?
It really is. Because, you know, when you think of barbecue, all you do, you think of friends and family. You know, nobody barbecues by themselves.
You're right.
And so it's just a perfect, you know, food for spring, summertime. And I'm telling you this, the temperatures are getting just a little bit warmer outside, and it's making me think, oh, I'm ready to light that grill, get outside, and just enjoy the fantastic food and weather that goes with it.
This is competition style. So I got to give you an update, but I want you to know a couple things. I said to Jimmy, I said, you know what? When you buy the 4 pounds, it's about $18 for a pound of ribs that are competition style, that are baby back, best ribs you can get, right? When you buy the 8 pound, it brings it down to $12 for that 1 pound. I said, I used to work at a Tony Roma's back in 1986, and we sold $12 dinners. So it is $12 in 2019 for the best quality ribs competition style from Memphis.
And you can see.
And it was $12 like a gazillion years ago.
That's right. That's right. 8 pounds of fully cooked ribs from the barbecue capital of the world. And I want you to see the difference. This is the baby back difference. Do you see all this meat that sits up on top of the bone? I pulled the bone out, but because it just slides right out. That's the cooking process. But the baby back difference is more meat. And, you know, when I bring products to QVC and great barbecue, I want to do the best of the best. So everyone loves it, everyone enjoys it, and you have that feeling of being at the restaurant, but you're getting something that only you can get here at QVC.
That 5 easy payments of $14.50. I got to give you an update on what's going on because you're choosing 4 pounds or 8 pounds. You're choosing delivery of now or April 8th. If you want to do both, I recommend it because there's no auto delivery on this. We checked it out, and we don't have an auto delivery on this. So it makes sense to save and stock up and have a couple of them around. In the 4 pound option that ships now, bourbon, fewer than 100.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet and smoky, fewer than 150. So that 4 pound is going fast in a hurry now. In the 4 pound that ships on April 8th, bourbon, fewer than 100. Sweet and smoky, 5 dozen. Whoa. So the 4 pound is going really quickly. That's what you should take away from that. Run to the phone, don't walk. The 4 pound gives you the opportunity to try. There's free shipping and handling on this. The 8 pound, though, is still under $20. It is $19.70 to get 8 pounds home. And let me just ask you, when I said there's no auto delivery and maybe somebody's like, you know what, I'm going to buy a couple of the 8 pounds.
Right.
How long will these save in your freezer?
They'll stay up to a year in the freezer. And the great thing about the 1 pound pouch is they're individually packaged. So you can just take 1 pound at a time. So it's not like you have this enormous amount of food that's taking up all the room in your freezer. You can slide them in sideways, and look at this. You're seeing the baby back difference right here. You see this meat right here? It's coming right off the bone, just like you want it to, clean as a whistle. And all this right here, look at this. This is all, and my hands are getting messy, but that means I'm doing it right.
That means it's good
this
stuff.
This is all meat right here, baby back difference. You see that beautiful pink smoke ring? That's the slow smoked process. You see how tender and juicy this rib is. Seasoned, smoked, and sauced.
Well, we've got Hungry Mungries over there. That's my fond name
Hungry
for the tasting
Mungries.
table.
Oh.
I love it, Hungry Mungries, because I'm a hungry mungry.
Well, I'm
right?
already on
We
rib
love them
number
all.
2.
Yes.
And here's the
Tasty.
thing. We've got Dan Wheeler here. We've got
Yes.
Mindy's from Mindy's Chocolates coming up in
Mindy.
just a second in the show. How much do you love great ribs like this? They're so tender and flavor-filled.
Once I started eating these on QVC, I couldn't get other ribs. It ruins it because these are the best. They're the gold standard. I love that fall off the bone tenderness.
They are. They're literally falling into my mouth.
And the only thing you need to do, don't put any silverware out. Just put a lot of napkins
A lot
out.
of napkins. I think Jimmy Stovall doesn't let you use silverware, right?
You're not allowed
Not
to use
allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
Yeah.
use silverware. Just
It's
put
a
it on
warning
the-
label.
We
put out a
do
bunch of
need
napkins.
bibs, though. Where are our bibs?
You need some bibs.
Favorite music to listen to while eating some ribs, or your summertime jam? Because I've been to your house outside when you're grilling.
Oh.
This is the best grilling food.
Well, you know, I play Gotan Project all the time.
Oh, me too. I
Oh,
love
yes.
that. I love
But
that.
like, dun,
What do you love, Mindy?
My gosh, I don't know.
That's all right.
I'm country
Dan,
music.
you got a
I'm
little
country
Elvis
music.
Presley?
I
Country
have
music,
to
you got
say.
like Keith
A
Urban
little
fan over here.
Elvis,
Urban,
a
Zac
little
Brown.
Elvis would be all right.
Elvis Presley.
How about
Love it.
Mungo
Blues.
Jerry in the summertime?
That's right.
Or Seals and Croft, Summer Breeze. Just,
I love it.
Yep.
Well, you know, Dan's a musician, so in addition to
That's right.
Yeah.
bringing us some stuff in gourmet, he's a musician. And this
Yeah.
is Jimmy Stovall, bringing us
praise
competition
God.
style baby back ribs. Over 500 spoken for, but
Wow,
we're
thank
very
you.
busy in getting limited in both the 4 pound and the 8 pound. Can you remind us again how this rib is different from when you're going to get your
Yeah,
grocery store? And plus,
absolutely.
the work is done for you.
It is. So this is the baby back difference. First of all, baby back, the filet mignon of ribs, the best cut of ribs that you can get because they have smaller bones and less fat. And then we season it with our fantastic rubs, whether it's sweet and smoky or the bourbon, and we let that sit in. It brings all the moisture up and it brings all the flavor in. And then we slow smoke it 6 to 7 hours. We take them off one at a time. Our pit masters have worked for years and years for us. And then we sauce it, whether you do the bourbon or that sweet and smoky, you can't go wrong. And then we individually cut them into 1 pound portions for you. So it's a perfect meal size, plate size, package them individually. So you're not, this, I'm telling you, this has the and.
It does.
We've done it all. You just heat and enjoy. Everyone loves ribs. It's summertime, you know, coming up, springtime, grilling time. And the great thing about it, you don't have to get the grill out. You don't have to get the smoker out. You can just heat them up in your oven, 350 for about 30 minutes.
And you're ready.
And you're ready.
Best ribs, baby back. Not at the restaurant, P.S. and by the way.
Yep.
Best cut because we like them in the 1 pound portions, right? And then best style because these aren't just baby back ribs, P.S. These are competition style
Yep.
baby back ribs.
Yep.
In the bourbon, which is really, I mean, that's that.
It's
That's
a
that
deep, dark, more
Yes.
molasses color and flavor. You can kind of see it. A richer flavor, still fantastic, not overwhelming or anything.
Sweet
then you've got
smoky.
the sweet and smoky, a little bit
Yum.
more red color and flavor in the rub and in the sauce, and it's more of a honey. It's more smooth. It's a little bit sweeter. So you can't go wrong either way. They're just a little bit different. One's a little more, savory, and then the other one's a little more sweet.
You know what? The stock up and save is on the 8-pounder. Stock up and save $46.50. That brings your easy pay to $19.70. The other reason I say stock up and save, which is get the 8 count instead of the 4-pound, rather, is that you get to have both flavors if you want to do.
That's right. The
You can get
combo.
the combo. If you get the 4 1-pound, right, you're choosing either the bourbon or the sweet and smoky. But in the 8-pound, you can get the combo.
Yeah, you can get
You
both.
can get all in one.
And then you've got stuff to try.
combo.
Serve them both to your
Oh.
friends and family. See which one they like better. And again, these are, so if you're having people over, it's great. You're getting 8 full pounds. If it's just you and a spouse at home, they're packaged individually. So you can just take one out, cut it in half or cut it in thirds and have a great barbecue meal from Memphis without any of the work.
Let me give you an update. So in both of the 4 pounds and the immediate ship, we are last call. And then in the 8 pounds, in the bourbon and the sweet and smoky, in both ships now and ships on April 8th, we are last call. So a few more in the combo. So it's M58199. You will be the superstar of your picnic, gathering, family throwdown, retirement
You really will.
party or graduation party. You're going to be the hit. Thanks, Jimmy Stovall.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy it.
So we saw Dan, and he was on the Hungry Mungry table, aka the tasting table. I'm like, I'm a hungry mungry. He's gonna have